Before we start this video, I just want to thank everybody. I just go on my channel a few minutes ago and I see that I hit 500 subscribers. Right now I have 501 subscribers, and that is super cool. 500 subscribers is a goal that I was thinking I was never actually going to reach, and it's so cool that I actually hit 500 subscribers. Today has been a pretty good day. So, the Sonic movie. In April of 2019, we got the trailer for the Sonic movie. I feel weird even calling it the Sonic trailer because it is not what the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is at all, at least now after they changed it. One thing for certain is that if the movie did not do the redesign, it would not have been as good. It wouldn't have worked. Pretty much 99.9% of people on the internet, when they saw the first trailer, they were like,
I am disgusted.
He had human teeth. The design just looked so wrong. The internet basically unanimously agreed that the design was bad. Many people, including me, were only going to see the movie, one, for the memes, and two, for Jim Carrey. But then Jeff Fowler surprised everyone when he went on Twitter and said, "Alrighty then, we're gonna change the design. You guys don't like it? We're gonna change it and make it better." Nobody expected that to happen. It's very rare that when the internet complains about something that it actually gets changed. So it kind of seemed like it was too good to be true. Some people thought that maybe they'd end up making it worse or something. First, there were leaked images online of the design change, and we were just hoping that they were real because they actually looked good. Then the trailer came out and we were all mind blown. We were like, the internet, we won. We did something good. We used our power for good. Our complaints about what we saw in the first trailer did not fall on deaf ears. They heard them and they changed the movie. Here's a screenshot of me reacting to the first trailer, and here's a screenshot of me reacting to the second trailer. You can see the differences. Thank you to Jeff Fowler and the animators and Ben Schwartz and Jim Carrey and everybody working on the Sonic movie, because that ended up being a good movie. Even if the movie was the same, I don't know if I would have been able to say that with the old design, because the old design would have thrown off the whole vibe, the whole mood. It would have not worked with the cartoonish, attitude that Eggman has. I am so grateful, and I just want to say I really enjoyed the movie. I went to go see it with my friends Jeremy and Eli, and we had such a good time. We were laughing in the theater. There were people cheering. It was great. The movie itself is so much fun. It's so funny. There's a lot of funny scenes. A lot of them come from Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey definitely was a big part of this movie and a big part of how funny it was, how fun it was. He's definitely the perfect choice for Robotnik. Now, there's probably going to be people complaining that Jim Carrey is not exactly like the Eggman that we're used to in the games and the TV shows. He doesn't exactly have the Eggman personality. It's more like, just Jim Carrey's take on the character. But at the same time, at least in my opinion, it doesn't not feel like Robotnik. It especially pays off in the end of the movie, where he starts acting a little more like Robotnik and he starts doing a Robotnik voice, which that stuff is obviously leading into the sequel, especially the second end credit scene, which I can't talk about because that's big spoilers, which have already been leaked online, and I got spoiled for it before I watched the movie, but I was still excited when I saw it, and the theater cheered really loud. It was great. I loved Sonic. I loved all the scenes with him. His personality was great. His sense of humor was great, and he always added just an extra bit of fun to the scenes. James Marsden's character Tom was actually way better than I thought he was going to be. Just judging from the trailer that shows that one scene in the movie where he's like, "Oh yes, it's a child, but it's not mine." I thought that his character would just be kind of dumb and stupid and kind of a useless side character in this movie, but he actually was a pretty good character. He was a really good character. This movie is really good with Tom's relationship with Sonic and how over the course of the movie they get into trouble and become friends while Robotnik is trying to kill them. Honestly, I don't really have many problems with the movie. I'd honestly say that Detective Pikachu has some competition for the best video game adaptation movie. And don't get me wrong, I loved Detective Pikachu, but I also loved Sonic the Hedgehog. Nelson from the past would have never believed that I'd be saying this now, but Sonic the Hedgehog has got to be one of my favorite movies. I grew up with my Sega Genesis playing the original Sonic games. When I got my first computer, I had a disc that let me play Sega Genesis games on it, and that disc included Sonic 1 through 3. The references were great. We had references to shows, references to the video games, obviously, and then we had speedster jokes like how he reads the Flash comics that was in the trailer, so I can say that. And again, the first trailer made it seem like the movie was just going to be one of those movies with James Marsden and the live-action CGI character going on a fun family road trip.
No, this is not some fun family road trip.
No, it didn't really feel like that at all. I don't want to see anybody comparing this movie to Hop, to the Smurfs. I don't want to see anybody comparing this movie to those movies, because this is a completely different movie. This is more of a superhero movie. It's a fun family movie, but they do a good job of focusing on Tom and Sonic's relationship while also focusing on how Robotnik is chasing after them. The final boss scene was like really cool. I loved how it played out, and I love how it does a reference to the video games, and yeah, it's super cool. I heard that they might be making a trilogy with Sonic. I definitely want to see a sequel. I definitely am excited for a trilogy. I want to see this. Hopefully, if/when they make a sequel, it'll be just as good as the first one, if not better. Now, this movie does have some music cues from the video games, and when you hear them, you just get the biggest smile on your face. You're so happy whenever you see these references and like the video game music and all of that. It's super great. It's a really good video game adaptation. And you know that Baby Sonic clip that has Friends by Hyper Potions? It's Friends by Hyper Potions actually plays in the movie, and when it started playing, Jeremy and I looked at each other like, we were so happy. That's so awesome that they actually got Friends by Hyper Potions to play in the movie. Part of me thought that that song was only going to be used for that promotional clip. It would definitely be cool for a sequel if Hyper Potions were asked to specifically do music for the movie. If/when they make a sequel, I'm pretty sure Robotnik will definitely be more accurate to his video game counterpart in his personality and how he looks. We all saw that clip at the end of the first trailer, but honestly, I think they should not have put it in the first trailer, because that probably would have been an amazing surprise at the end of the movie to see Jim Carrey, actually looking like Robotnik. I've been talking for a long time, but overall, I just want to say I really enjoyed this movie. I loved this movie. I'll say it once again, this is one of my favorite movies ever, and is definitely some competition to Detective Pikachu for, the greatest video game adaptation movie. I'm gonna have to watch Detective Pikachu again so I can try to decide which movie I actually do enjoy more. This further convinces me that the reason they changed the original design is because they believe that they had a pretty good movie on their hands, and they wanted people to see it, and they wanted people to enjoy it. If the first design was ruining the movie for everybody, then they were like, okay, I will change it. We want you guys to enjoy this movie, and they did it, and I enjoyed the movie a lot. I really disagree with the idea that they did it just as a publicity stunt for the movie. They still had to animate and spend a lot of money making the CGI for those scenes of the movie with the old design, and they spent a lot of money on promotional material, which means toys and stuff, when some of them have the old design. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. Is it awesome? Yes, that's going to be it for this video. If you like this video, and if you like Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, and Sonic the Hedgehog in general, then remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you later, Awesomeites. Goodbye! Okay, glad I got that out of my system. It's 1:20 in the morning, and I should go to sleep.